Welcome back to another episode, to the 11th episode of Learn Portuguese with me. So we're gonna start the timer and switch to my iPad. And this episode I'm trying to record with headphones. So yeah, I'm trying something new to improve my audio. So as always, if you have some improvements for me, some ideas, please write it in the comments. And yeah, thank you for this. So, where we have been. In the last episode, we learned these little two sentences and also did a little test to check our abilities after the 10th episode. And yeah, so what do we have here? What does this word mean? O que significa esta palavra? Okay. What does this word mean? O que significa esta palavra? A palavra é a word, like parola or mot en français. And immer falando say, what does this mean? O que é que isto significa? O que é que isto significa? So, and explain this please is, por favor, explique-me isto. Por favor, explique-me isto. Isto, okay, not isto, so isto, okay? Yeah, but for now, they look good. And today we are continuing with the 4th chapter. Let me do it like this. And yeah. Alright, where we have been. Why isn't this working? Okay, this looks nice. So, this doesn't look nice. What is happening here? Give me one moment. We're gonna restart this real quick. And then it should be fine. Alright. Where we have been. We're gonna get a quick overview of this text because it's already, I think we did it in the 9th episode. So, and today we are in the 11th episode. So we're gonna get a quick refresh. Olá, eu sou o João. I am João. You already know my family and my house. Now, vou contar como. I want to tell you como é uma minha vida. How a normal day. How is a normal day in my life? Usually I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. First I wash myself. I open the window and I make the bed. Then I go to the bathroom, wash my teeth and my face. My mother is preparing, or my mother prepares, she is not preparing, she prepares the breakfast. Pequeno almoço. Costumo is, I think, something like usually. I eat. Okay, this is like, okay, I tend to eat. So this is conjugated. This is not. Comer is like the infinitive. Infinite? Do you say infinitive in English or infinite? Infinite, I think. I think. I think. So back then we had a guy in my class. So the people who know me maybe know this guy. He said like, "Sabal is red." And I don't want to mention his name, but he. Sometimes people call him Sharfy. Sharfy, okay? And he was very smart. He was like one of the smartest guys. But he was so bad in sports and he He was so bad in sports and pronunciation. I usually eat bread, fruits, and drink a cup of milk. Encanto, while I drink or I take my breakfast. So this little word we checked in the last episode, tomo, it's not tomo and pequeño. Tomo o is like the definite article, and this sometimes is counterintuitive because in all languages I usually know it means something like or you say in Germany oder. Or you say in Italian O, or in French, I think O? No. Kind of. So, follow, I speak a little bit with my family. At 8 o'clock, I leave the house for going to the school. A school is not located, Fica is located muito far away. For this oftentimes I go by feet. Okay, really nice. Also the new words we didn't really learn. Oh, I wanna say this. How to say auswendig lernen? Learning by hand? Auswendig lernen. Apprendere de cor. Learning by heart. Okay. So we didn't really learn these words by heart, but actually I know them. I don't know why. Maybe I learned them out of the context, and context helps a lot. Maybe. So, la encontro os meus amigos e os meus professores. Okay. La is pretty much, I think, like in French you say la, is like there. Or in Italian sometimes you say la, sometimes you say li, I think. C'est là, c'est li. Je suis là pour t'aider. Je suis là pour t'aider. Je suis là pour t'aider. Ah, okay. So let us get this word. Sono là pour per aiutarti. So let me check this. French. This is another language island. Je suis là pour t'aider. And I think in Italian it should be sono là per aiutarti. Sono qui, yeah, sono qui, okay, sono qui. And in Portuguese you say, estou aqui para te ajudar.
Estou aqui para te ajudar.
Oh, the pronunciation was not that bad. Not that bad.
Estou aqui para te ajudar. Estou aqui para te ajudar.
Para te ajudar. It's not like para te ajudar. It's more like estou aqui para te ajudar.
Estou aqui para te ajudar.
Okay. Estou aqui para te ajudar. But where's the A? The A is actually kind of disappearing.
Estou aqui para te ajudar.
No, te ajudar. So, no, there's actually an A.
Estou aqui para te ajudar.
Estou aqui para te ajudar. Estou aqui para te ajudar. Okay, I think this was nice. So, let us get this, because I really enjoy this sentence also. I am here to help you. It was like no, it was estou aqui. Why was it estou aqui? It was like estou aqui. Okay, okay, it's not su. Su is like I am, but when I want to say I am happy, I say su feliz. But when I say I'm here, I say estou. Okay. But this looks actually different than in Italian, because in Italian you use like the word sono, like su. You would say su. Okay, let me check this. Because this is quite interesting. And we can also do it like this. We're gonna ask him, and then why do you use in Italian sono, and then you would usually use in Portuguese su, aqui, but in Portuguese you use estar and not ser. So what we can do, we're not waiting for this answer, we're continuing. Estou aqui por te ajudar. Okay. Estou aqui por te ajudar. And this is also nice. I really love this also. If you have like words like for, like I'm here to help you. And there you have also the infinite, okay? Infinitive? Infinite? Let me check this. Otherwise I say this like the next hundreds of hours wrong. Infinitive German.
Infinitiv.
Infinitive.
Infinitive.
Infinitive. Okay. Estou aqui por te. And after words like por or de, you often use the infinitive, okay? So, yeah, infinitives are pretty nice. Really. And yeah, where we have been, let me check chat answer. Excellent question. This is actually one of the biggest differences between Portuguese and Italian. The phrase is estou aqui para. No, it's like para. But there's also like por favor. Estou aqui para te ajudar, yeah. Estou aqui para Portuguese treats being in a place as a temporary stay location. Okay. Portuguese split the old Latin verb as into verbs, whereas Italian and French. Yeah, okay. But this is interesting. So sometimes there is a difference. Like, sono tedesco, sou alemão. Sono stanco, estou cansado. And there is a difference. Okay. Okay, nice to know that there is a difference, but yeah. Nice to know where we have been. Okay, let me check this. So in Portuguese you have the word for, like para and por. When you use por and when you use para. I think por is only used for por favor. Hi, Roy. Destination girl. Oh, not also used for more. Okay, so there are differences when to use, but let me get. I usually go down to para towards, por because of. Okay, because of the weather, I'm leaving. Por the weather is also important word. Wetter. Clima. Clima. And what means Zeit? Like time? Tempo. Okay. I think I'm gonna switch to English because this is funny. Because in Italian you say tempo. Tempo is like the weather and the time. No, this is wrong. Time, okay. Tempo and weather is tempo. You don't say tempo atmosférico usually, I think. You say weather. Yeah, you can say météo, but you can also say le temps. Le temps est mauvais aujourd'hui. And when you say time, it's also le temps. Le temps.
Tom.
Temps. Okay? But, as we see, let's ask chat. In Portuguese or in Italian and French, you have the same word for weather and time, like tempo or temps. Is it in Portuguese the same? But there you have like tempo and climat. Climat. Okay. Okay. So you can also say tempo for time, or for weather. Yeah. Okay. All right. But you can also say like climat. But what about the word climat? This means also like weather, or is it like more like the clima? And yeah, maybe it's more like the clima, because clima is something different. Weather right now, okay. Como está tempo? Este bom tempo. Não tenho tempo. Climat. Yeah, this is clima, more like this. Okay, so nice to see that, like, tempo, le temps. Clima. Okay, alright. So, yeah, tempo is like today's weather and the time. Nice to see, nice to know. So, this is like por tempo, for the because of this, because of this. Okay, so let's continue where we have actually been. We have been here. La means there or here, I think. No, there. La is more like there, and la is there, and aquí is here, I think. So the little word aquí means here, and the little word la means there. Oh, I'm quite excited. Yeah, aquí la, qui la, ici la. Okay, this looks the same. Okay, funny. These are the Roman languages. All right. Yeah. La encontro hay. Encontrare is something like, I think I know this from Spanish. In Spanish, I know really one sentence. Estoy muy encontrado de conocerte. It is a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. So, encontro is there I meet my friends and my teacher. Durante is the same as in Italian. Meanwhile, the day, I have variety, so different aulas. Okay, aula. I don't know the word aulas, but in Germany you have the word aula. It's like an aula is like a room where you meet. Maybe the teacher is saying, in the 5th hour of the day, we're gonna meet all in the aula. It's like a big room where all people from all grades or classes can meet. So aulas, in this context, it looks like during the day I have different class hours. Klassen. Klassen. German. Classes, yeah. I have different classes, okay. I like especially the English, Historia, history, and Educao, education. Education Physica. So, is education Physica? I think this is like sports. Sport education. Or just sport. I think sport. This could also look like physics. Like education, physics. Okay? So this is important. This is interesting. If it could also be physics, the physics class. But it could also be sports class. So let me check this real quick. Physical education. Yeah, physical education. Physics. Physical. Physics. But this could still be physics class. Is it sports? Sports class. Yeah. Oui. Okay, so also nice to see. Education. L'éducation physique. So, how to pronounce this word? Hoje. Hoje. I think.
Hoje.
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 Today I go swimming. Let me check this in a sentence.
Hoje vou nadar.
Hoje vou nadar. Okay, hoje. It's just hoje.
Hoje vou nadar.
Okay, this is also like the grammar we were learned in episode 9 with how to build future tense. I go swimming. Okay, this is future. I will go swim. And yeah, there you use ir, so to go, the first person singular. Okay, I show you one more time. Then next episode, I think we're not gonna look at this that much often. So it's like ir plus infinitive, be going to. Okay, wo ist du da? And the second verb isn't conjugated, so hey, hoje
vou nadar.
Hoje vou nadar. Hoje vou nadar, okay? Hoje vou nadar. And I wanted to look for one other word. Hoje não vou nadar. No, I think this was it. Yeah, this looks like the hoje looks like the Latin word, because in Latin I think today is hodie. Hodie natabo.
Odie natabo.
Hodie natabo. This is
Odie natabo.
This is so Italian. This is like Italian.
Oggi vado a nuotare.
Oggi vado a nuotare. Okay, okay, yeah. Let's continue. Don't mind. Yeah. And sports. Okay, interesting. Nas. Okay, nas is, I think, M plus ace. So it's like in the classes. Tento prestar atenção ou aprender coisas novas. Aprender, learn, also infinite. Okay. Coisas, things, new things. Okay. In the classes, tento prestar atenção. Tenta prestar. Prestar is infinitive. Tento is conjugated. So first verb, second verb. Atenção is like attention. It looks like attention. Tento, I tend to prestar. I tend to be concentrated. I tend to keep focus. Prestare, to keep. I tend to keep focus. Let me check this later. So, in the classes, I tend to keep focus and learn new things. When? Terminal Terminal, okay. Terminal is like terminus. Terminus. It's like when you have the beginning and the end. So terminus is the finish or the ending. So to terminate, the verb terminus is like to end. Terminam. Am is third person plural. So this matches with when the classes ending or end. Volto para casa. Volto is like, yeah, I go, or I don't know what volto actually means, but it looks like I go para casa, okay? A tarde. Tarde means like late, or you can also use this as an adjective, okay? And I think a tarde means at the evening. Faço, I make. O trabajo da escola. Os trabajo. Let me get this word also. And this word. Word. As palavras. As palavras. As palavras. Palavras. As palavras. As palavras.
Faço os trabalhos.
Faço os
trabalhos.
trabalhos.
Faço os trabalhos. Faço os trabalhos.
Okay, faço os trabalhos. Faço os trabalhos. Okay. Kinda. It's not that perfect. Da escola. Escola. Okay. Yeah. Max, I think this is the dog, costuma ficar ao meu lado enquanto estudo. Costumo is like usually. He. My dog, or no, not my dog, Max. Usually, ficar is, okay, this is first verb, this is second verb, this is not conjugated, this is conjugated for the 30th time, but repetition is key. Ao meu lado. At my, I think it's ao is like at and plus the infinite article, because you oftentimes use this, especially before possessive. Lado, enquanto estudo. While I study. Lado is like, I think it means like on my legs, on my lado. It's like on my, not legs especially, on my, in German you would say on my Schoß. I don't know how to write Schoß. I don't know how to write this. Schoß? Cool. Lado is on my legs, I think. Seite. On my side. Lato. Okay. I think in Italian it's also lato, and in French kinda similar. Côte. Côte d'Azur, okay? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Max is usually at my side when I study. Okay, at my side. Depois dos trabalhos, then then the work. Gosto depois dos. I think depois is like then, but in this sentence it looks like after. So let me check this little word after. Abreis. Okay. So depois is also like then. Yeah, but because from the sense, like after, it usually means then. Yeah, so from the context, depending on the context. Then, estudo português é depois, depois, let me get this. Depois,
Depois.
Depois vejam um filme. Depois da escola, vou para casa. Okay, this is nice. Again, something new. After my homeworks, I like to play football with my friends and go bicycling with Tiago. When chove, okay. Never seen this word. Chove, fico, I am at the casa and read. I think this means or. A tocar guitarra. Okay. Tocar guitarra is like to play with the guitar. But okay, chove, I don't know, I can't say. Ao jantar at the window. At the jantar. Was jantar like window? No. Janela. Was like jantar. Cantar. Ao jantar, a minha família reúne-se novamente. Maybe at the evening? Cantar. At the night? What? No. But yeah, my family reunites itself. See? Reflexive. Reunites. Novamente again. We make about... No, not we make. We because I thought falamos is like we make because you say fare, and faire en français. So, but yeah, with the F, it's like parlare. So it's we are speaking about our days and partilhamos and partage is like, I think, to share. We are sharing our stories. Historias. Then I watch a little bit of television and I read some pages of a book. Por volta. Okay, as I see this little word, I have something new. Por exemplo.
Par exemple. Por exemplo.
Por exemplo, okay? Also nice to know. Let me add this real quick. Okay, I'm so excited to arrange this. Por exemplo. Also Romance, languages. As an example. I think you say as an example. I don't know how to write this as an example. I don't know. I hope this should be fine. Alright. But this por volta. Voltas are like the times. For the time. Okay, this is the 10 hours. For the time 10 hours. Da noite of the night. Vu para gamai. Okay, for this time at 10 o'clock of the night. For this time at 10 o'clock of the night, but let me check this later. I go, yeah, antes. So antes, I think we learned in the first episode, like these are little words like anterior and posterior. So, or posterior is like post-workout meal. Maybe you know post-workout, pre-workout. So post is after and antes is, yeah, before. before sleeping, not before I sleep. De dormir. This is what I said before. If you have like per or in Portuguese like por or de, you oftentimes plus infinitive. Okay, so and this is the infinitive ir. Okay, so let me check this. So give me a quick summary of the theory that after por and de, so por and de, you oftentimes use the infinitive. The infinitive. Okay, this was important. Infinitive. That check this. Yeah, Pareto rule. After de and por, Portuguese often use the infinitive to talk about doing something. Gosto de estar, antes de sair, depois de comer, and also with obrigado por ajudares, obrigado por teres vindo, por estudar muito, aprendo, por estudar. Okay, you will see this pattern all the time in Portuguese. Important, and easy. It's a time saver. So also when you're creating sentences and you don't know the right conjugation, just use a sentence with de and por. Before I sleep, I think about there's not about. I think my dreams and nos planos para dia for the following day. Seguire. Okay, it's like the following, o dia seguinte. Okay. All right. This went quite well. But we're gonna check these. So per volta is like usually. Maybe this means usually. I think this means usually. Come on. Turn the radio on. So usually means en français, I don't know, toujours. Autour. Oh. Around. Per volta. Okay. Around. Okay. Crazy. Okay, but this makes sense. Yeah, around 10 o'clock at night. Ao jantar. At dinner. Ja? Chove, quando chove. Quando chove. Quando.
Quando chove.
When it rains, chove. Okay. When it... Tento, presto, atenção. Tento. Yeah, I tend to keep attention. I think. I try to pay attention. Yeah, okay, really nice. Alright. Then we got this chapter pretty much done, guys. But we still need... we still need this page. And before, don't look at these. I'm not looking at them. Okay, next time I'm trying to get this beforehand, but you have to look at them a little bit, but I'm not looking at them. Okay, so rutina, pretty easy. It's like the routine matinale. Rutina. I think we already had this like here. Yeah, a mia rutina diaria, like the routine. And when you say like the morning routine is like rutina rutina mania. morning routine.
Rotina matinal.
Okay. So a little bit different, but similar. Okay, alright. So rutina is like the routine. Acordar is like waking up. Levantarse is like to wash oneself. Levantarse. No, I don't think so. I think this is a mistake, but maybe this is a mistake, what I'm saying. Levantarse. Get up. Okay, crazy. Sorry. Arrumar a cama. To make the bed, okay. Lavar. Okay, there is it. Lavar. There's levar e lavar. Okay. Okay, to get up. Because you have lever du soleil. Is like the... let me check this. Sunrise. Nasher du sol. But in French is lever du soleil.
Lever du soleil.
Lever du soleil, okay? Alright, lavar. To brush the teeth. Vestirse is to dress oneself. Pequeño almuerzo is the breakfast. Copo is a cup. Okay, glass. Okay, also not bad. Copo. Ser da casa is like to leave the house. A pé is like by feet. Aulas are the classes. Professor are the teacher. Aprende is to learn. Volta para casa is like go to class. Return home. Return home. Okay, voltar. Estudar is like study. Andar a bicycle, go by bicycle, to ride bicycle. Chover is rains. Jantar was like dinner. Partilha was like to share. Oh, yeah. Adormecor, dormir. Yeah, it's like to sleep. Alright. What do we have else? We have this. A que horas acorda o João? João acorda às 7 horas. Maybe it says. Does look at sete. Okay. Maybe we're doing the sentence real quick because my focus is already quite low, and I think this meets pretty good with the finish of this chapter. De que disciplinas gosto mais? Which disciplines or which things likes João? Which disciplinas gosto? Which subjects? I think disciplinas is like subjects in the school. João gosta. Gosto. Okay, so now gosto de and now infinitive. Aprender. O inglês. Educação física. There's also like, isn't this like this? Okay, sorry this isn't that beautiful right now, but yeah. Okay, faço João antes de dormir. What makes João antes, before he sleeps? João reads. I don't know how to write it. Reads pouco in his book. In in maybe im seu livre. Okay, maybe not the best sentences. I want to check one little sentence. He reads. Ele lê.
Ele lê.
Ele lê. Okay, ele João lê pouco em seu livro, in his book. We're gonna check this. In his book. No seu.
No seu livro.
Okay, there's again. It's M, but I forgot that there you still need the definite article. So M plus O is no. No seu livro.
No seu livro.
No seu livro. All right. Yeah, I think we are done for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, learned something, and yeah, we already reached chapter 5. This is interesting. Yeah, it's going well. Next episode, I think we're gonna get a quick gaze for this, for the 100-hour journey, because we are reaching. We have already, or almost done with. We are already done with the first 10 hours, and yeah, as you see, my focus is getting worse. So we're gonna end today's episode, and we'll see us in the next episode. Obrigado, até a próxima. Ciao. Até a próxima.